What is up, ladies and gents? In today's video, we're going to be talking all about Jasmy and where I believe the price is going to go next. That means I'll be giving you my shorter term price predictions here on Jasmy, as well as a longer term price target for 2025. So be sure to stay tuned for all of that. Of course, if you're looking for a great place to buy and trade Jasmy, look no further than the MEX exchange. This is the exchange that I've been using since the start. Some of the reasons for that is they have some of the lowest fees on the market and they don't require KYC to get started with trading. So of course, if you want to support the channel, click on the link in the description down below, fill out your details and simply press sign up. And just like that, you can get started trading. So again, guys, thank you so much. Let's dive into this video. So we're here on Jasmy right now, and Jasmy, like most of the other cryptocurrencies that we've seen, took a bit of a dive over the past few days. We saw this market-wide crash coming down here on Jasmy, minus 40%. Of course, if you're a holder and you held through that, then give yourself a tap on the back, because you know that is quite a bit of a drop. But like I say in all my other videos as well, in a bull market, we come to expect these sharp drops. The main thing is about these is that they generally tend to bounce back up. Remember, we're in a bull market, so there's a bigger chance of everything just going up rather than things crashing down to the floor. That was obviously different in 2022, where we saw the exact opposite. Every little pump that happened on Jasmy was just constantly getting reversed and dumped on. So now things are different. We're heading back up, and in the case of today, we did see a beautiful little bounce occurring here, 34% from the very bottom. I saw a few of you in the comments saying that Jasmy is going to go lower than 3 cents there. I'm buying sub 3 cents. So if you are down in the comments and you did actually buy Jasmy sub 3 cents, then congratulations to you. That's a beautiful little trade you made there. Of course, right now we're just talking about Jasmy on the slightly shorter. We're talking about Jasmy on the shorter sense. So at the moment, what I'm seeing here right now on Jasmy, we do have this resistance coming across like this. And now what you can see as well is we do have this support looking a little bit like this. So actually very interesting, because now we have 3 nice tests of our little support down here where the price came down to it, bounced back off, and we do have a resistance with 3 tests of it, 1, 2 and 3. And this here, as you guys may or may not know, is a nice bullish pattern here. This is actually a falling wedge, or it could be just seen as a bull flag in general, since we saw this parabolic move going up from the end of November there, taking Jasmy from just under 2 cents all the way to 5 cents there. Of course, at the moment, this is a consolidation pattern, but this has a bullish target coming out from it. So if we do see this bull flag or falling wedge play out in Jasmy, then what we can expect to see is prices going the distance of the flagpole that went into the flag in the first place. We just drag out this price target, and we could potentially see some sort of Santa rally around the corner. This would take Jasmy to roughly 7.3 cents, around an 80% trade if this is to occur. Of course, it changes the price target as depending on when we see the breakout. Of course, we can't say exactly when this breakout might be. Let's say it is on the 25th of December, Santa Claus has really come into town and he pumps the Jasmy chart. Then the breakout would take Jasmy price to roughly 7.5 cents there. But of course, what could also happen is we consolidate further like this in that flag and pump sometime in 2025 instead. So that is also a possible scenario. If that scenario does play out, then we'd expect to see Jasmy with the price target there of 6 cents instead. So that's just to show you the differences of what we can expect depending on when we see a breakout. Now, of course, I prefer this to happen sooner rather than later, as these tend to be shorter patterns instead. So the fact that Jasmy has been consolidating like this now for a month, if it doesn't happen soon, then I give this bull flag in general less chance of succeeding. So, you know, we want to see this happen really soon, before 2025 really, if it's going to be working out for us. So keep your eyes on the Jasmy chart. Of course, draw the resistance up here, draw the support down there. And, you know, if we get close to either one, then we could see a breakout just around the corner. So pretty exciting here on the short term on Jasmy. Of course, right now we can draw the Fibonacci levels here on Jasmy, and it's really interesting because Jasmy respects them so well. Absolutely love Jasmy for how, you know, you draw the Fibonacci levels on the length of the pump there, and the price tends to respect them as resistances and support. And as you can see, the price actually came down to the 0.236 and then bounced strongly off it. Last time it went down to 0.382 and bounced off it. And if we look quite close at Jasmy, you can see managed to pump back up just above the 0.5 fib here, and now we're really consolidating around this region. So we could also see if Jasmy continues its duration, if Jasmy continues its pump upwards, we could see 0.618 as our next fib, for example, taking us to that resistance and making it very exciting for us for Christmas. But of course, if we lose that 0.5 fib, then these are some levels that we could expect to see 3.2 cents again, back down to 2.7 cents if we can't hold 3.2 cents, and ultimately the support of this resistance once more. So Fibonacci levels also a really great tool to see areas where we could expect to see bounces or resistances sometime on the shorter term. Of course, here on the longer term on Jasmy, I'm still super bullish here. Nothing has changed in my opinion. Of course, there was a market-wide crash, but for Jasmy, the structure is still intact. Let's just remove all these shorter term drawings, go back on the day chart, and I'll show you what the price is here on Jasmy. In fact, let me go on a different Jasmy chart that goes further back. Let me go on this one. Yeah, we got a bit more price data, you see. So of course, the all-time high here on Jasmy was $4.50, and it would be absolutely poetic if we could reach all-time highs again here on Jasmy. But I do think a really solid target here is at the 36 cents on Jasmy. This is one target. This is my main target here on Jasmy for 2025, and I'll show you why. Hopefully this gives you some conviction as to why that target is there. Obviously, we have this pattern that I've shown in my previous videos as well. If you haven't seen it, this is a cup and handle pattern. We have this neckline coming across here on Jasmy, connecting these two highs. We have this really long cup. This has lasted 2 years here on Jasmy, where there has been accumulation occurring on Jasmy. What we see is this beautiful cup formation, almost textbook cup formation over 2 years here on Jasmy. At this point here, obviously, people who bought at the top at the previous high there are now in profits, so they sell, dumping the price, which is why we get this handle formation that looks a little bit like this. If you want to zoom into that as well, you can see that this handle is nicely respected. That this pattern here is nicely respected. Let's just go on the 1 day chart, and you can see that the price really respects this resistance. We can be a bit more precise there, multiple times as we form this handle, and of course we see a really nice breakout here from that handle. Now of course, since we saw a really nice breakout from the handles, since we got this beautiful cup formation, we would expect to see the price target of this to be the lowest point of that cup there to where the neckline is. We just drag this to where we saw the breakout, which was down here. And as you can see, 36 cents is the target from this cup and handle pattern. Now, of course, like I say, in the shorter term, we did see that 40% dump. But like I say, nothing has changed because we're still well above this resistance line. Of course, this is the line that we want to stay above. If it drops down below this line for whatever reason, then it kind of invalidates the whole cup and handle pattern there. Of course, another line that we want to stay above as well is this bullish support here on Jasmy. This is our long-term bullish support that's been supporting the price up here on Jasmy. So we need to stay above this line if we're going to reach the cup and handle pattern of 36 cents. So again, if you're looking at holding Jasmy, then draw this line on the chart here. And of course, if prices, if over the next few weeks do decide to dump, or what, if prices over the next few weeks or next few months or whatever tend to dump towards these prices, then you can see for yourself whether this pattern is still going to be a play, or if we lose that support, cancel the pattern and let's reevaluate. So that's kind of how I'm using these trend lines here on Jasmy. Of course, also very nice for this 36 cent price target is the high of this of the end of 2021 there. As you can see, at the end of 2021, Jasmy actually hit 33 cents in that little pump before it started dumping some more. So the price target would hit this extremely nicely. And And typically previous highs there tend to be decent resistances because, as you can imagine, a lot of people that bought in this region would now be in profit. So if you bought any time here, you'll now be in profit once the prices get to this high up here. So, you know, if we see the prices go up like this, for example, and reach our target of 36 cents, then, you know, this could be the start of a formation of another cup and handle pattern, only this time a lot larger. Now, of course, it's fun to hypothesize and you know, in theory, it could happen that we start to see another cup and handle formation if we reach 36 cents here on Jasmy. Of course, if it does actually play out where, you know, we see a handle occur like this on the price, and then we start to see another breakout like this, then we could see that price target from this cup and handle taking Jasmy all the way to $20 here. So it's definitely on the table in the sense that, you know, this could be a very nice cup and handle formation, considering we do have a very beautiful cup formation there on Jasmy. And if the price does reach 36 cents, that would complete the cup formation. If we then have a nice handle formation and then a subsequent breakout, just like we saw in this region here on Jasmy, then in theory, we could actually see $20 on Jasmy as well. Of course, just hypothetical this one. Let's first set our eyes on 36 cents. If we're able to get there, then we can talk about this larger scenario at play. But yeah, in 2025, my target is 36 cents. Like I say, there could be a few resistances along the way as well. I don't think there's going to be too much struggle, considering that, you know, in this region here, so everywhere on here on Jasmy, the price really hasn't traded all that much. There's just this high at the end of 2021 where prices kind of swapped hands a few times. So we could see some weak resistance here at the 8.6 cents level, just above our target from that bull flag in the shorter term. We could see a little bit of resistance here at the 12 cents region. And honestly, not too much until we get to 36 cents. Of course, 33 cents could be a bit of a place where we see quite a bit of resistance as well. So good place to actually take quite a bit of profits just before the target of this cup and handle pattern. But yeah, that's really my thoughts here on Jasmy. I'm really just watching this cup and handle pattern. These things do happen quite fast. We have seen this really sharp, we have seen this really beautiful cup formation, this handle formation, and so the price move to 36 cents. Ideally, we want to see this reach 36 cents, I think before May 2025. So 5 months from now, we should be able to hit 36 cents here on Jasmy. Of course, like I say, that's because we should see a steep upwards direction here on Jasmy rather than a flatter one if this cup and handle is to be respected. So that's kind of really my thoughts here on Jasmy. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Do let me know down in the comments what your price targets are for Jasmy and if you're holding any Jasmy. And of course, I'll see you guys in my next video.